Gold has just closed with a bearish weekly candle, opening the door to a move toward 3,500. Right now, smart money is already positioning, while retail traders are still reacting. In this breakdown, I'll show you what's really driving gold and the key levels you need to watch this week. If you trade gold seriously, stay until the end. This is how you stay ahead of the market. Macro outlook: 3 key forces driving gold. Force number 1, US dollar dynamics, DXY. The US dollar remains the most important counterforce to gold. Understanding its next move is critical for gold traders. DXY technical breakdown. Starting with the monthly chart, the US dollar index remains within its long-term bullish channel. After more than 13 months of consolidating between 96 and 100, DXY is now on track to close above the 100 level, confirming a breakout from this long-term range. The longer a market consolidates, the stronger the breakout often becomes. If confirmed, our medium to long-term targets remain 104, 110, 114, and potentially 125. On the weekly chart, the bullish trend remains firmly in control. Following last week's strong bullish candle, DXY continued higher this week and successfully broke above the 100 level. The index is currently facing resistance around 101.5, which has triggered some short-term profit-taking. For next week, we expect DXY to either consolidate or pull back slightly toward the 100 area before attempting another breakout above 101.5, opening the way toward 103 and 104. Zoom into the daily chart. The daily trend remains bullish, with price continuing to trade above the 20-day moving average. Although selling pressure has emerged around the 101.5 resistance zone, the recent pullback has been relatively shallow. More importantly, the latest daily candle formed a bullish pin bar, indicating strong buying interest around the 101.4 to 101.8 support area. Our expectation is for DXY to continue consolidating between 101.4 and 101.5 over the coming sessions before attempting another breakout to the upside. We accurately anticipated the early bullish move on DXY from the very first bullish H1 candles. That signal later developed into a strong DXY rally and triggered gold's sharp decline from 4750 down toward 4000. DXY remains bullish. However, if the index fails to hold above 101.5 level, gold could still experience short-term rebound rallies. Here's the catch: DXY's next move won't just impact gold, it could rewrite the short-term trading landscape entirely. The dollar is where gold reacts first, but geopolitics remains the deeper force behind gold. Force number 2, geopolitical risks. While DXY drives short-term moves, geopolitical risks remain the deeper structural force supporting gold's long-term strength. A temporary ceasefire involving the US, Israel, and Iran remains in place. However, the situation remains fragile, and any renewed escalation could provide temporary support for gold through safe haven demand. Meanwhile, Russia-Ukraine peace talks have shown some progress, but no concrete resolution has been reached. Geopolitical tensions continue to provide a long-term floor for gold, but for now they are not strong enough to outweigh the short-term pressure from a stronger US dollar and institutional selling. Now let's look behind the charts at the institutional flows shaping gold's next move. Finally, institutional activity. This is where the next major move often begins. While retail traders often react to price action, institutional flows tend to position ahead of major market shifts. After buying 7 tons last week, SPDR Gold Trust sold 16 tons this week, effectively cutting its position at a loss, exactly as we anticipated in last week's outlook. This reinforces our view that institutional investors expect further downside in gold, especially if the US dollar continues strengthening. When institutional capital starts rotating at this scale, the market is usually preparing for a larger move ahead. This shift isn't random. It's driven by a clear alignment of dollar dynamics, geopolitical risk, and institutional positioning. So macro is setting the stage, but the real confirmation comes from price. Let's go into the charts. Gold technical analysis. First, congratulations to everyone who followed last week's analysis and executed the sell setup around 4,200. Those positions are now delivering more than 2,000 pips so far. We also highlighted the major resistance zone around 5,000 well before the market reacted. Many of these high probability levels were shared in advance with our Telegram community before the move even started. We also tracked the market in real time, focusing only on the moves that actually matter. Let's break down the charts across multiple timeframes: weekly, daily, and H4. Step by step, here's what the market is really showing. Starting with the monthly timeframe, gold remains in a long-term uptrend, having rallied from around 1,600 to nearly 5,600. Several major factors drove this historic rally. The US dollar index declined sharply from 114 to 96. Safe haven demand increased due to the Russia-Ukraine conflict and tensions in the Middle East. Global trade uncertainty intensified during President Trump's tariff policies. These factors led to institutional investors to aggressively accumulate gold. However, the environment has changed significantly. The US dollar index has started a new bullish cycle. Although geopolitical risks remain, gold is no longer reacting as strongly to war-related headlines as it did previously. Institutional investors have begun reducing their gold exposure. SPDR Gold Trust has sold nearly 100 tons of gold over the past 4 months. As a result, we believe the probability of gold extending its long-term rally has declined considerably. Instead, gold now appears to be entering a broader correction phase, with the next major support around 3,500, where price previously consolidated for nearly 5 months. From there, gold could begin a new recovery phase once the US dollar starts weakening again. On the weekly chart, gold remains in a bearish structure, with lower highs and lower lows continuing to dominate. As projected last week, price declined from around 4,200 to 4,000. Although buyers defended the 3,900 to 4,000 support zone, the rebound has been much weaker than the previous bullish rejection near 4,100. For next week, we expect gold to consolidate between 3,900 and 4,200 before following DXY's next directional move. If the dollar index continues strengthening, a break below 3,900 could open the way toward 3,700 and even lower before a more meaningful recovery becomes possible. Moving down to the daily, the clearest window into gold's next move. The daily trend remains bearish, with price holding below the 20-day moving average. Gold has formed 2 modest bullish candles after testing the 3,900 to 4,000 support zone. However, the rebound remains weaker than the previous rally from the same area. We expect a short-term recovery toward 4,150 to 4,200 before sellers regain control and push price back toward 4,000 and 3,900. Now let's move to the H4 chart, where traders can focus on timing and execution. On the H4 timeframe, price continues to trade below its descending trendline while maintaining a sequence of lower highs and lower lows. In the short term, buyers have gained temporary control, supported by a series of bullish candles, and price is currently testing resistance around 4,100. Gold may consolidate around this resistance level or experience a modest pullback toward 4,050 before attempting another move higher toward the stronger resistance zone between 4,150 and 4,200. From there, we expect selling pressure to re-emerge. However, if a 4-hour candle closes decisively below the 3,900 support level, it would confirm a bearish breakdown and could accelerate the decline toward 3,700 and even lower before a more meaningful recovery becomes possible. Before we move into the trading plan, here's the key takeaway. As long as DXY remains above 100, our preferred scenario remains bearish for gold. Now here's the part most traders wait for: the exact levels I'm watching this week. Let's move into the trading plan for the week ahead.
Trading plan June 29th to July 3rd, 2026. First sell zone, 4,240 to 4,300. H4 descending trend line, round number, major resistance zone. Stop loss, 4,302. First target, 4,200 to 4,150. Extended target, 4,100 to 3,500. Second sell zone, 4,170 to 4,220. Daily resistance, high probability reaction zone. Stop loss, 4,225. First target, 4,100 to 4,000. Extended target, 3,900 to 3,500. Third sell zone, 4,100 to 4,150. Nearest H4 resistance, round number. Stop loss, 4,152. First target 4,100 to 4,000, extended target 3,900 to 3,500. Pro tip: false breakout? Wait for the retest before re-entering. Always adjust stop-loss levels based on your own risk management. Despite the bearish outlook, strong rebound rallies remain possible if gold reaches major support zones and DXY struggles to break above 101.5. First buy zone, 3,500 to 3,555. Major monthly support, discounted price. Stop loss, 3,487. First target, 3,600 to 3,700. Extended target, 3,800 to 4,500. Second buy zone, 3,900 to 3,925. Weekly support, high probability reaction zone. Stop loss, 3,887. First target, 4,000 to 4,050. Extended target, 4,100 to 4,200. Third buy zone, 4,000 to 4,025. Nearest H4 support, round number. Stop loss, 3,987. First target, 4,080 to 4,100. Extended target, 4,150 to 4,200. We publish key gold levels before the market reacts. For daily gold market updates, you'll find the Telegram link below. Trade safe, and I'll see you in the next market breakdown.